Barrett. Yeah. Mm. I love you. Y'all so pretty. Okay, be goody girls. Hmm? Yeah. I couldn't Stephen Colbert. Yeah. Oh, I couldn't Stephen Colbert it anymore. Stephen Colbert fired from CBS. CBS, indeed. Yes. Saw a lot of BS. Well, I didn't see BS. I didn't watch it. So I wasn't a regular viewer of CBS to see all the BS. In fact, I don't even watch that one. They don't even. It's probably. I guess CBS is a leftist, liberal, Democrat controlled channel, obviously. But it's the most boring of them. So, you know, at least ABC Dishonesty Network and NBC at least have some entertaining lies to tell. So when they have lies for the Democrat Party, their propaganda is usually typically more entertaining. Yeah. So no. I need that. What are you doing? That rug really tied the room together. Yeah, there was a time when the leftists and the liberals in Hollywood, when they were kind of funny, right? Maybe. I never really found Jimmy Kimmel funny. I never thought he was an amusing comic. I never actually saw much of his SNL or whatever he was doing. I just never was a Jimmy Kimmel fan, right? So. I call him Jimmy Dumbbell, right? Yeah. Jimmy Dumbbell. Jimmy Dimmel. He's an idiot. They're just both just tools for the Democrat Party. You know what happens? The Democrat Party, they throw their own under the bus once they're not useful anymore. So once these guys aren't useful, they're going to fire them all. They're going to get rid of them all because they're not useful to the machine, to the Democrat Party machine. Look, they fired Joy Reid, MSNBC. They fired Stephen Colbert from CBS. I mean, I think maybe old Jimmy Dumbbell is next. You know, maybe. I mean, if he kind of chills out and doesn't piss off the execs. Oh, these men have masters. I guess they thought they lived in a free country or something. Oh, wow. I guess they thought they lived in a free country with freedom of speech, right? I guess that's what Colbert thought. I couldn't Colbert it anymore. Well, they could still have free speech on their own, like cyber platforms, podcast. Maybe they can, after Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert are both fired, unemployed, they can go start up their podcast again, I guess. Something like that. I mean, again, I won't the audience for that. But it'll give them something to do instead of just. I guess they could just take their pension and retire. I mean, what are they like? Well, Jimmy Kimmel's like almost 60, and then Colbert's over 60. Yeah, I mean, I guess 55 is senior citizen age. Maybe they can just take an early retirement. I mean, they got millions of dollars to spreading their lies over the last decade or so. So, yeah, have a nice retirement, right? In the Hollywood Hills or wherever, in Hawaii or whatever they want to retire at. They certainly have enough money. Yeah, I couldn't Stephen Colbert it anymore. So. Kimmel joins in the defense. I don't think that Jimmy Fallon, or Stephen Colbert were even, what's his name, at nighttime? His name was Seth Meyer or something. I don't think these guys were ever culturally relevant to society. I don't think they're necessary. I don't think anybody's going to miss them when they're gone. I mean, maybe some people in LA or California or New York, but that's not the entire rest of the country, obviously. So maybe in Chicago or something, but definitely not down here in Texas. It's not going to be missed. Oh, there might be some liberals in the interior of Houston, Texas. You know, the Kamala Harris voters who lost, but that's a very small minority. Yeah. In fact, you know what? Donald Trump voting surged, and I think it was like Kamala took Harris County, Texas, in Houston, Texas, by, I want to say it was Donald Trump votes went all the way up almost to 50%. It was 46%, and then Kamala Harris nailed it by like 50. Was it 55% or something? It was kind of getting closer and closer. So it's not everybody here in Houston, Texas, is a ardent suburban mom, housewife liberal, and so. Not everybody in Houston, Texas, is a dyed-in-the-wool liberal, as we have seen with the latest November election results. So, almost got it. Almost got Harris County, flipped it back red. Almost there. Not quite. It was probably too many white liberals, too many minorities, too many foreign-born people and stuff like that. Is probably what flipped it. I think it was a lot of the Obamites, or the Obama supporters and the diehards that kept us from retaking Houston. A lot of big metropolitan cities in America, they're going to go to shit anyway. I mean, large conglomerations of people is always a disaster for corruption and decay. So, usually. It's not the more the merrier, it's the more the scarier. I couldn't Stephen Colbert it. Hope he gets his Colbertings. Yeah. Oh, man. When did I think that Stephen Colbert was cooked? I think it was during the COVID-19 plague where he did the vaccine, where the people dancing, get your vaccine, when I knew that he was bought and paid for by the pharmaceutical industry. Remember, I call it the military, industrial, technological, pharmaceutical, state media propaganda complex. So I lump it all into the same thing. Some people call that the deep state. Some people call that, the liberal global world order. To me, it's all the same thing. Whatever you call it, it's still the same Hydra with multiple heads. It's still the satanic organism. It is what it is. However it's characterized. It's still the beast that's, spoken of in Revelation. At the literal end of the Hebrew Bible, the end of the world. As prophesized, right? As advertised. Well, some people might question the legitimacy of the Christian Bible, Hebrew Bible, but there is one thing that is wonderful about the Bible, is that it's consistent. So that's the best thing about it. Whether someone believes in it or not, they cannot deny that it is at least consistent. All right, so we got the Copper Chef done. Yeah. Got the coffee going on. You know it. Yeah. Yes, I ran the dogs out and they've been fed. I got the trash can. And later, maybe after a nap, I might water the plants and the shrubs. So, and then of course we'll have Fabric Friday with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And I won't check my lotto tickets till tonight. And then I'll decide whether I play the Mega Millions or save it for Monday's game. It depends on if I won big or not. So. But I'm not going to do any beer drinking, as I'm going to try to commit to a better diet, because we hadn't had fried chicken in forever, and so on Monday I went to town on the Popeyes. I had like 2 pieces, and then 2 or 3 pieces, and then it was like Tuesday I had leftover Popeyes, and then. Wednesday, I had a fried chicken sandwich. So you see, I hadn't had fried chicken in so long that when I finally did get it, I kind of went crazy, like Jim Morrison. And it was like, I ate more fried chicken than any man ever seen. Yeah, so it was kind of like one of those things. If I don't have something for a long time, then I really crave it. And then then I overdo it if I get it. So if I don't have pizza for a long time, I might overeat a pizza or something like that. Or if I haven't had fried chicken, we haven't had fried chicken in a long time, especially from Popeyes or KFC. So, yeah, it was like, oh, well, Well, yeah, sometimes. Yeah, it happens. But we're gonna try to recommit to the grilling and the like more healthier diet. So, after that, I mean, I'm not really one of those guys that goes around and then when they get a chicken, fried chicken breast or something, I don't go, oh my God, I'm gonna have a heart attack just because I had it that one time. But I am concerned if I'm just eating fried chicken and fried shit all the time, in a daily, weekly manner, of course. So I try to cut that out. So, I mean, today. Good to go. Let's see here. All right. We're gonna have some grits and Quaker's Maker, Oak Kill. No, Oak Kill, Quaker's Maker. That was my favorite one. One of my favorites. Or was it Crucifist? Crucifist. I was entertaining my friend with that pun back in the day. Yeah, Crucifist. Oh man. Oh no. One of my favorites is Washington Deceased. But AMC Networks might steal that one. I might look out one day and see Washington Deceased and the new Walking Dead series, Washington Deceased. And I'm like, they fucking stole my idea, fucking bastards. Yeah. So I do keep the best like entertainment ideas to myself. Just in case I need to write a hit book or a hit movie and I need fucking millions of dollars, it'll be there, gestating. So, since the prices always go up and the wages always go down or stagnate, then being wealthy is better because of that. Just that fact alone. You all right? You okay over here? Yeah. Ah. You know it. I said study people in the UK because of job stress or drinking too much. Oh. Well, I think in America, that's probably going on. And yeah, drinking too much. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Been there, done that. But a lot of people don't want to go to AA because it's like, I lost my job at the factory and my truck broke and my wife left me and all that. Yeah. And a lot of people don't want to sit through that shit. So that's why they don't go to it. what do they call that when something is kind of so almost predictable in its cliche-ness? They call that a stigma. So a stigma is like a stereotype. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Got that coffee at brewing. I can't Stephen Colbert it. I can't bear the Colbert leaving. All his brilliant insight, all his witty retorts, all of his erudite wisdom. All of his earth-shattering charisma. Oh, I'm so upset that he got fired by the CBS execs. Oh. When did CBS go woke? When did that happen? 10 years? So, YouTubers and streamers have been predicting that the major networks would die out. The big three: CBS, NBC, NBC. I'm sorry, CBS, NBC, ABC. Yeah. And now it seems like it's coming to fruition. So, oh, is that humidity thawing out the beef early? Maybe so. Huh. Let it thaw just a little bit more, but not get into sick territory. So, yeah, there was a time when everybody trusted the mainstream fake news media. And that was the only source of media, too, before the internet. Besides newspapers and magazines, things like that. But it was the central source. You know, NBC, ABC, CBS back in the day, and it was trusted, and it was beloved by a majority of the American people. Yeah, it was trusted and beloved at the same time, and did incredible financial numbers. Now look at it today. That is not the case at all. In fact, almost it's a total collapse. Now, it's probably that these super entertainment media conglomerates are too big to fail, but their media wings are dying. As boomers and millennials, and well, more so, I guess, millennials and Gen Z and Generation Alpha turn to the internet for their source of news, and streamers for their source for their news information, the more the legacy media will die out. Yeah, and it's not. So the only permanent fixtures in life were really, it wasn't a particular corporation in America. It had to be that the permanent fixture in American life had to be, the uniting factor had always to be the U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights. It has to be that, because everything else changes over time. And so to maintain a thriving and vibrant civilization, there has to be a unity on one particular one particular idea or set of ideas, core beliefs. And I think the Bill of Rights and the U.S. Constitution provides that unity, that central core architecture in American life. And so it's not that we need NBC or CBS or we need Saturday Night Live or we need PBS necessarily. Although I loved me some Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers and stuff back in the day. But that being said, everything changes. So yeah. So it's better to get attached to things that are going to last forever in real life and not get attached to Jimmy Kimmel or Stephen Colbert or Seth Meyer or whatever. Banu for you. That's a good Banu for shoes. My favorite of love moons. So it's better to get attached to things that are going to endure, going to last. Then get hopelessly attached to things that aren't going to last. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So, like George Carlin said, I need something consistent in my life that never lets me down. And he goes, oh, I looked up and I saw the sun. It's like the George Carlin monologue. Similar to that. Like, some people may not become sun worshipers, but, maybe for other people it's Christianity or Judaism or whatever, Islam or whatever the case may be. Hinduism, whatever the Buddhism. Oh, yeah. But anyways, Yeah, maybe for people like me, it's the U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Maybe those are like the things, the tenets that hold it all together for me. So maybe it is truth, justice, and the American way. Maybe those are the ideals that bring it home for me, that bring the unity. So it might be different things for different people, whatever those things are, or that one thing is that holds it all together for 'em. Are we gonna have some more Manu? You need some more Wallalu, huh? There you go, too. You're such an angel. Here you go. That's for Boo Boo. Okay. Bella Boo. All right. We got nice, pure, clean, fresh, purified water. Okay. All right, Julie, you're into your banana. I feel that. I definitely feel that, being into the banana. Oh, yeah. I'm a banana manna. 1/4. Okay. No sugar tonight in my coffee. No sugar tonight in my tea. No sugar tonight. No sugar tonight in my coffee. No sugar tonight in my tea. No one to run beside me. No one to stand with me. Or whatever, however it goes. Na 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 na. That's the Guess Who? Yeah, I think that's the Guess Who instead of the Who. The Guess Who. They should have made a band in the 60s, 1970s. Oh, maybe AI can make a band. They can have a band called Surprise, Surprise. The Who. Guess Who? Yeah, I had a few jokester friends that used to like to surprise me with people that I hadn't seen in a long time from the past. They would always love pulling their shit. The old man, before he was crippled, he would love to like Skype and then have people come in that I didn't necessarily want to talk to necessarily. You know, he would bomb it with people, you know, random friends and family. But now he's like so old, you know, all his friends are dying, and then his family doesn't visit him so much because he's old and crippled and having strokes and about to pass away and all that. So he's less popular. So he doesn't get to bomb me as much as he used to. But unfortunately. But anyway, so most of the time he's by himself, just dwindling away. So he has a few family or friends that look after him, but you know, check in from time to time, like myself. And then I used to have this old ex-friend that he would, you know, this was like when we worked together when we were, I don't know, 18 to 25 or something like that. So then we would be like 30 or 35 or something hanging out. And then he would say, hey, guess what? He would say, hey, meet me at this restaurant. And then he would invite somebody else from like back in the day. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't mean to, I didn't never expect to see you again. And like, he loved doing that kind of shit. And people that I don't know are coming and just like, or whether it's on Skype or Zoom or in real life, it's like doing those people bombing. The Guess Who is coming to dinner. Yeah, I guess that was a big deal. Sidney Poitier back in the day. Guess who's coming to dinner? It's like black people, and then it's oh yeah, the white parents are excited to meet the fiance of their daughter, and then it's like, guess who's coming to dinner? And it's a black dude. Yeah, probably pretty wild material for the 1960s, I would say probably. And yeah, I guess they made a horror version of it. It was called Get Out, right? Yeah. I suppose all a guy would have to do if he had daughters and they brought home a black dude or something. Well, I guess they just have to say, well, live and let live. They'll have to deal with whatever they have to deal with. So, sort of like somebody in your family coming out, hey, I'm gay. Well, what's the grandpa going to do? He just has to say, like, well, Billy's gay. They could ban them from the Thanksgiving, but, that would be bad. So, why not just live and let live on it, right? Just live and let live on it. It's like, well, somebody wants to be in a colored interracial relationship, we'll let it be. Somebody wants to be a queer, well, you're still welcome here. That's probably the best tack to take, right? Instead of you're banned, banished. It says you go to Hades if you're a queer. And then, if you're like really old school, like that, ban your family members. That's pretty hardcore. Yeah. I would say it is awkward though, isn't it? Right? Like, you have a traditional heterosexual family, and then, like Billy comes out as gay, and it's Billy and Jeff at the Christmas party. Yeah, that's just fucking yikes. Guess who's coming to dinner? Surprise! Woo! Yeah, that'd be a cool AI rock band. Surprise, surprise. Okay, refired up that coffee. Got it, kind of get that stuff, get that stuff hot. Some like it hot, hot, hot. Buster Poindexter, the New York Dolls. Yeah, some like it hot, hot, hot. I didn't know who the fuck he was when I was a little kid, when it was playing on MTV. I just know it went some like it hot, hot, hot. And then that's all I knew. And then I guess he was in Scrooge too, right? As was it the Ghost of Christmas Past? Yeah. And a guy like that ugly, I would always confuse with what's his name? That guy who's like a poet and he's like a singer and all this other shit, but he's like a downbeat. Oh man, yeah. He's like, I live at the corner of Bedlam and Squalor. That was like his famous quote. A famous cult figure. Yeah, but it's not Buster Poindexter. It's yeah, I knew his name was Tom, but I forgot the last name. His name is Tom Waits. I live at the corner of Bedlam and Squalor. Yeah, so he's like a famous, I guess he's a poet and he's a musician, and then I guess he's an actor too. He's like a very eclectic cult figure. I want some more. Okay, we shared about him. Goodie? There you go. Y'all are lovey, huh? I know. Pretty hot, huh? Some like it hot, hot, hot. Well, you know, I didn't put the sugar in. Spin, spin, sugar. Blood, sugar, sex, magic. Red Hot Chili Peppers. All right. Yeah. Mattress Mac Daddy on TV. Jim McInville. Yeah. Yeah, Jim McInville came to our school at Klein Oak High School back in the day. He was like, he was basically like, so you made some good grades on the honor roll. He's like, well, life is fucking hard. He's like, it's all shits and giggles now, kids, but wait till you get older. Oh, man. Gave us a hardcore speech at the honor roll assembly. Yeah. I think I spent too much time trying to be a straight A student, and I should have been trying to get some real A. Right? Yeah. Too much time trying to get A's, but not enough A's. Yeah. I should have spent more time trying to get some T's, some A, and some B's. Yeah, but too many times trying to get A, B. Yeah. Yeah, like when the internet first came out, when it was in its, infancy, what did kids do in school, right? Ride bikes, skateboard. Well, like in school, wasn't that they would have all these devices and gadgets. They had board games and they had card games, and so that was the big thing back then. So before the internet and gadgets got inside everybody and inside the schools and laptops and everything. I should have been a jock because that's where all the poo nanny was at, and so I should have played basketball or something, like right or whatever, basketball, football, baseball, whatever it was, and so yeah, that's where the babes that's where the chicks would have been at. So it was smart to be a jock. So guys figured out if you're a jock, that's where all the pussy is at because they're cheerleaders and so on. So like, So when people were doing card games, the nerds back in the early 90s, they were doing this thing called Magic the Gathering. And so all these dorks would be sitting around me in fucking the lunchroom talking about their dragon powers and shit. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I'm into some nerdy shit, but you guys, y'all are taking shit to the next level. Like, you know, literally. With the Dungeons and Dragons and the fucking Magic the Gathering and all this shit. Well, I was more at first a science fiction. Well, I'm still mainly a science fiction guy. So, science and technology fiction guy, primarily. Particularly focus, enthusiasm about space and the unknown. So, but I'm also interested in quantum physics, robotics, quantum computing, artificial intelligence, genetic engineering, and so on. So, yeah, I noticed that I keep seeing all these tech layoffs because the tech companies are getting more automated by AI and robotics. And I just saw the recent, amount of Amazon layoffs. I'm thinking to myself, well, human beings aren't going to have jobs, right? If robots are doing it. But how do the big tech companies expect to fully automate their companies and lay off hundreds of thousands of people, and then still we have the money to buy their products? So to me, that's a paradox, conundrum. That's that's a problem. In other words, how do we make Jeff Bezos richer and richer if we don't work for Jeff Bezos? So I find that how do people buy products, consumer goods, if they don't have any money or any jobs? I guess it's that red, white, and blue dick George Carlin was talking about, shoved up our ass. I guess this time it's red, white, and Bezos. Baby, big baby McBilliamson. Yeah. Online retail shopping was an intelligent idea, though, no doubt. Definitely ahead of its time back then in the 1990s. I wonder how many people said, man, you're crazy. You can't sell books online. You're barking up the wrong tree. I wonder how many people told him and his wife, I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all are fools. Oh, did you drop something too? Ah, yeah, the kitty. I knew that's what it was. Okay, kitty. There it is. I got your back, or I got your paw. I can't Stephen Colbert it. I've got your claw. Maybe Colbert could come out with his own beer. Cold beer. Ice cold tea. Ice cold beer. The headline will be, don't combine AI with alcohol. Alcoholic intelligence. No, it'll say, people have lost jobs from automation and AI, and now people are drinking and committing suicide more. And that'll be the headline of the future, right? Unfortunately. But we don't give up. We don't give up. Train calling all angels. Calling all angels. That is the group, right? But we don't give up. You don't give up. That is Train. Train hasn't been popular in a while, huh? Yes, it's been a minute. It's been a day. Is it calling all angels? That's it. Let's see if the encyclopedic memory's working today. Let's see, the photographic memory working, or did I kill too many brain cells with beer consumption? Let's see. Calling all angels. Oh, that's perfect. Train, calling all angels. Song by Train, 2003. Oh, good. Well, looks like the photographic memory's still working. Oh, great. I have to check it's still working sometimes to check that it's operating. Like you have to check blood pressure or something. Yeah. Like you got to check the thyroid levels, hormone levels, make sure nothing's wrong. Yeah. Oh. One thing being in the hospital, they put me on oxygen. I really didn't need it. Well, maybe I did. I don't know. But it was weird to have an oxygen thing on my face. Yeah. Not a usual thing that I would have on my face. It's not something I'm striving to have either. Dun, dun. Oh, let's check out the news. An explosion. Good guys never look at the explosions. Yeah, there's an explosion in LA. They were doing some sort of bomb threat exercise. I don't know. I guess if you're doing a military exercise with live ammunition and bombs or whatever, yeah. Man, that's a training day, isn't it? You clip the wrong wire and everybody's dead. Man, that's a lot of pressure. 1/2 cup boiling water. Okay. Oh, we didn't cook our eggs yet, did we? Well, we can at least get this going on. Well, I mean, if you make a mistake on the bomb squad, I guess on the SWAT team, bomb squad, or whatever, LAPD, I guess you don't get a second chance. And it's like, oh man, you're dead, but you're like, oh, I should have pulled the green one or the red one or whatever. That's a drag. This ain't Hollywood. This is real life, right? So, yeah, it's not speed, cruise control. This ain't a Keanu Reeves movie where the cop saves the day from the bad guys and gets the pretty girl at the end. Oh no, this is called real life. Yeah. They put all those happy endings in Hollywood movies to sell tickets and so that people feel happy at the end of it. It's like, I guess it's like dopamine, Hollywood dopamine. Yeah. Makes people feel good. People can see a movie and say, oh, look, everything's going to work out. There's hope. Yeah. There's hope. Scarlett Johansson will go out with me. Or something. Whatever. I guess for the ladies, it could be like, Richard Gere's possible. I guess in the 2020s, it's Richard Queer. Ooh. So all these liberals are moving to, all these wealthy liberals like Richard Gere to Spain and Ellen DeGeneres to England and Rosie O'Donnell to Ireland. Yeah, all the anti-Trump deranged people. Because they're multimillionaires because, again, they can afford it. So that's the key. Money is power. And then money also buys transport and mobility. And so money is control, money is power, money is freedom. Yeah, all that stuff. But money can't buy you love. Yeah, it can. So I don't care too much for money, but I'm a fucking millionaire. Yeah, okay. That's a good one. Oh, man. That's almost as good as Barack Hussein Obama's 2008. Hope and change, everybody. That was a good one, too. Oh. So, but all these rich liberals, they moved into the belly of the beast. There's been migrant crises going on in Europe, in the UK, for, at least 10 years or so. And maybe 10, 15, 20 years. And now it's all, the powder keg of Europe is about to explode yet again. The elites that rule it have run it into the ground to the point where the native population is going to rise up against their liberal global world order masters. And it's going to be really bloody and really violent. It already is. In the United States of America, we already had our Civil War. So we're like, yeah, not that again. So, yeah. Dun, dun. Did you put like 2 minutes on this one? On the grits? Yeah. So we've already had our Civil War fun. What was it? Was it 400,000, 500,000 people killed? Some outrageous number for the 1860s. Been there, done that, have fun, Europe. But this time it won't be North versus South, East versus West. It will be the common people against migrants and against the liberal global world order, liberal elites that have run in the EU and in Europe and the United Kingdom. So it will be a civil war of sorts, but it will be different than, I guess, a traditional civil war within a nation state. Yeah, I like to put my eggs on my grits. I know. I used to snobbily look at people doing their grits, and they would get jalapenos and fucking ketchup and do all kinds of shit. But mayonnaise, fucking. Now I don't even. Now I don't care. Now, when I was younger, I'd be like, "Ew, you're doing that," and I'd be like a lot more judgmental. But now I'm like, I don't give a fuck what people are doing with their food, really. As long as they're not sticking their food up their ass or some shit, or eating shit, or doing something really. But if it's just a condiment choice, I don't have a cow about it anymore. So I hope people also afford me the same luxury, even though a lot of people share my food. Hey, what's up? What do we got here? You hear somebody out there? What's up? We got some activity in the hood. Oh, that's okay. Okay. Maybe you heard like a boom on TV or something. Yeah. Tula already protecting the Und, the wolf lair. All right. Already protecting the Und. The Hund. Wolf in German. The Hund. Das Hund. Yeah. I kind of like the way German sounds. Sounds pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, not if you're getting like fighting Nazi Germany or something, but I'm saying otherwise, it sounds great. So. Germanic, hard, consonantal language. Very interesting. So Spain's native population has started to rise up against the migrants and the liberals and their version of Democrats over there. Well, just call them liberals in general. We'll just call them, even though the party in the United States for the liberals is called the Democrats. But for worldwide, we'll just call them liberals or leftists, communists or Marxists, just to be short, just to be concise. For identification purposes. It's good to know thine enemy. But know thyself, and 1,000 victories will be yours. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Crumble up this bacon with the grits and the eggs. Make it excellent. Yes. All right. Oh, I consider this a brunch. This brunch is like what? Is it from 10 to 2? Brunch. I can't wait for dunch. What's that thing, dude? Goodbye, Stephen Colbert. I won't miss your Trump deranged Pfizer bot pro-vaccination, bought and paid for sellout ass. And so that vaccine, that was really that vaccine skit, that's what really got him. I think that's what really did him in. That was the most sellout, most anti-American shit I've ever seen. Yeah. Did I take the COVID-19 vaccine? Was I part of the vaccine? No, I didn't. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really consider myself a full rebel, but you know, I feel confident, like many Americans, in their decision and of not getting the vaccine. I know they had all the stars come out, John Legend and Travis Kelce, and on all these celebrities and all these multimillionaires coming out on the left and going, "Get your COVID-19 vaccine." Not me. Not I, said the king. Not I, said the king. Hear ye, hear ye. Proudly unvaxxed with the coronavirus, COVID-19, SARS-CoV-2 vaccine. You don't always have to take the blue pill, Neo. Sometimes you can take the red one and wake up. So, and enter Wonderland. A little bit of ranch dressing on top with the eggs for the extra flavor besides the eggs. Okay. Well, I won't have to Stephen Colbert it any longer. Yeah. It's about to be over. And maybe it'll be over for Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah, I don't know. He'll probably watch his ass so he doesn't piss off the executives, so he can try to keep his job. So, yeah. Even if the ratings are plummeting, he'll try to watch his words online, watch his words, you know, basically be a bitch to the ABC dishonesty news executives. Yeah, his masters, I guess. So then we do the hokey pokey and shake it all around, because that's what it's all about. Yeah. It's been a long time since I did a good hokey pokey.